going to shift to none other than Jacoby Waters, the CEO, the executive director, the man with the plan of the Young Men of Distinction.
Welcome to the third edition of A Father's Love Language. I'd like to thank these great kings I'm sitting on the panel with this evening. It's truly an honor and a privilege.
I like to always lead from the stance of being able to give people the emotional language they need to express themselves, because often we don't come equipped with that as men. And so to be able to expound on that and be able to give them the language to be able to express themselves, and like, Frankie was saying, words like being vulnerable, right? Being able to cry, being able to have more than just anger.
But for me personally, fatherhood to me means three things: leadership, it means being an effective communicator, and as also based on the verse that you mentioned, being a teacher. What we need to realize is that everything in life is a team game. Everybody has their strengths, everybody has their weaknesses. So I feel like the best way to negate a weakness is to have a strength. And a lot of times as men, we define who we are based on what we do.
As a father, they look to us as that blueprint. They want something that they can model themselves after, pattern themselves after. So it is important that I set that blueprint for my children at any cost, no matter what it is.
What I found is that a lot of kids that I speak with at the school have a frustration and an anger toward their father who's not in the house. I've had situations to where the dad and his new family live 3 streets over and he has no contact with them. So it builds a frustration and an anger, and I can understand that. But what I preach to them is, when you decide to have a family, what kind of a dad do you want to be?
One of the men in particular is my father-in-law. What he always said, if it's to be, it's up to me. Because he figured out at a very young age that it was not him against the world. It was him against himself.
We want to talk about that. The images that we see are the media that is controlled is a media that is not controlled by people who look like you.
I just wanted to bring maturation, motivation, and manifestation to the lives of men. We're based off of 7 pillars: physical health, mental health, relationship goals and advice, for financial stability, legacy, purpose, and faith. And we believe that with those 7 pillars, you can become the total man.
That I learned that I wasn't taught, that I believe I should have learned. I teach them that at an early age. I believe the earlier, the better. Even when they're in the stomach, you start talking to them, you start teaching them.
I've been able to share with other men where they are able to look at themselves and see where they're at in that story. And they can turn around and say, I don't want to go that far. Because like you said, that greatness is in all of us.
So it's time to give back. And that's truly why I'm here. And I'm here to see how I can, what can I bring to the table, right? And see what else I can do to be useful again.
That is my job, it's my duty, it's my responsibility, and I own up to it. Like, I'm honored to take on this role. So for other fathers, parents out there, you have to, within yourself, take on your role and know what your role is, and then handle those responsibilities and build your life around that.
Thank you so much as well, all of you. You have enriched my life. And I want to again call you to task on the public service announcement. 3 months. Let's saturate our highway with goodness and show them what we're really all about. Let's do that. Be committed to it and let it continue. Don't waver. God bless you.